What's up, guys? This is Thomas and welcome back to my channel. And today, as you can see, we finally have Wistoria, Wand and Sword, chapter 46, titled Figures of the Tower. So, the last 2 months was 45, and I think 45.1 or 45.1, 45.2, I don't know. And those chapters were hype as fuck. So I've been waiting on chapter 46, and I'm ready to see what's up with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if this cover right here on the side is just the cover they probably used, to put it on this site or whatever, or if it's actually a newer cover. I don't think it's a newer cover. I think it's just the same old cover, but this is a newer chapter, so don't be confused by it. As you can see right there, it does say chapter 46. So it picks up, I guess, where the last chapter left off. We had Elfaria. She was in there with the one old dude, and she was like, "Oh, you're trying to destroy the world or whatever," and it ended off there. So we see Julius, Colette. Come on, Colette. So we see, I think that's I want to say this Will, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's actually him calling towards Colette. So it says, okay, so I guess it's not Will. So it says, "You've been holed up in your room forever now. I know you must be hungry. Come out and I'll treat you to a bowl of my special meaty soup that you love so much. You can't keep blaming yourself for what happened to Julius. How can I not? I'm the one that called everybody out to the tavern. Who else is there to blame but me? It's my fault Julius is." So we got them sitting at the door, and they cut her off. They say, "You've changed, Colette." So this is confirming Julius is dead. I don't know what else to say to anybody that's hoping he's still alive. He got to be dead, unless that cutoff is gonna come back, and then it's like, oh, he's in the hospital or something. I think he's dead. He's dead. I don't know what to say, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I mean, if they pull a swerve and that cutoff right there, it's like, and then we get to the part and it's like, oh, he's alive, whatever. But I still think he's dead. But we got her saying, "You changed. You are nothing like the girl I met as a first year. I remember you looked dis. I remember you looked disheveled from your hair to your uniform, just completely indifferent. You didn't care about anything." And we got some words in here. I can barely read them though. And it says, "She's even gloomier than most adults I've met. I really don't want to talk to her." So she was thinking that in her head, it seems. You see a punch. We see somebody throwing their fist towards her. "In those days, you had this look in your eyes. You look like you..." Oh, dang, I messed it right there. It says, "like you wanted the whole world, including yourself, to fade into nothing." So we're learning more about Colette that we didn't know. "Looking back, I think I can safely admit that I hated who you were, Colette. I approached you because my grandpa practically begged me to guide the loser's only daughter into the tower. But you were scary, creepy. I didn't want anything to do with you, much less be your friend." Wow, she's saying some harsh things there, I'm not gonna lie. But that all kind of changed after that fateful day. So we see right here, a battle happened. This must be where she changed as a person. So we see the destruction. Damn. Oh, is that Will? Okay. "When you became friends with him, you changed for the better." Okay, so it seems like a moment where Will may have saved her. So I don't know if this actually something we saw happen in the manga, or if this is just them showing us something that happened, before the manga started. I think so, because when the manga started, she wasn't like this. So we're kind of getting a flashback into how her and Will met, I guess. You learned to treat others and yourself with kindness. You started to smile more, and now you shed tears over the loss of another. I just want you to know I love who you've become, Colette. So she's smiling now. I think that's Will's dog, pet dog, I guess. Pet animal. So I'm going to leave you alone for now, okay? If you are going through a hard time, then I'm going to do everything I can to protect you. I just love you that much. See you later, Colette. So she's sprinting towards the door. Rose. Why does that look like Will's pet? I'm not gonna lie. So she says, finally she shows her face. Think I could hack it as an actress? Rose, why is Kiki with you? I'm guessing this cutie snuck down from the fourth stratum with an adorable ribbon wrapped around its neck to boot. Is that a magamema? I can't even say that word right. I think so, but enough of a specific magic into it. Put enough of a specific magic into it, and the message should appear. Looks like Lahana made it, but I bet the little one's owner is the one who wrote it. So it says, puppet culprit was controlling Emma, and something wrong, Colette. Hold on. Something wrong, Colette. So she's crying now. So I guess Will wrote her a message and sent it through his pet. Will might not be a mage, but his words are like a spell that gives me the courage to go on. And she's back. What did he write that's got you smiling? I'm not telling. Will and Lahana are doing their best out there. I better start pitching in too. Oh, and thank you, Rose. I love you too. Who do you love more, me or Will? I'm not going to dignify that silly question with an answer. So, all right, Rose, let's go. You got it. So, I think there's more here, if I'm not mistaken. 2 chapters were released this month, which was 46.1 and 46.2. I'm thinking this is what I'm getting into now is 46.2. So, yeah. So it says, once again, concentration escapes you, Wignall. You may be tired of hearing this, but allow me to refresh your memory. By joining the elf faction, you are expected to master the illusion of one of our homelands, Alhing the Forest of Healing. Healing magic is your specialty. Light mages are capable of casting a kind of it, but a majority of Lizants are aggressive and therefore can't wield it reliably. Illusion magic is crucial to anyone hoping to protect their allies when they are hurt. Of course, Master Lefia, Master Filvis, having to spy on my own kind and cast doubt on them is unbelievably frustrating. How am I supposed to concentrate under this pressure? And that letter from Will only adds to my stress. A shadowy mage that uses abhorrent puppet magic. So not only do I need to be concerned about a traitor, but now I have to find out if any elves are being manipulated. If any case, I must act with caution until I have proof of one way or the other. So talented yet so wretched. Apparently 6 years at the academy is worth its weight in dust. Ineptitude is in the blood of the Lizants. They couldn't be more different from us elves. The obtuse mages of the academy have poisoned you, Wignall. Condemned you to a failure's fate. What a pity. Take that back. Failure or not, I will always treasure the people I connected with at the academy. To elves, my time there might seem like a fleeting moment, but to me, it was an area of happiness as precious as 100 years of life. Elves swear upon their intangible nobility. Why is it so hard to recognize that virtue in others? We aren't the only ones who are dignified, who never stop pushing forward. Even when they fail, they don't fear failure. They don't give up on their dreams. They are as worthy of respect as anyone else. And I'll be damned if I let you speak ill of them. Okay. Okay, Wignall. Okay. Hey, he moving up. He moving up for me, as a character. Just with that alone, just with that speech alone, bro. And he talking like that to his to a big shot. Wonderful. Huh? You managed to learn a difficult lesson during your time at the Academy, Wignall. That is to not look down others, a requirement for any insufferable elf hoping to break out of their shell. So you were just testing me? Yes. We wanted to discern what kind of ally you are. You passed with flying colors. You are able to set pride aside and and trudge on, as well as stand up to your superiors. It's an honor to be in the presence of an elf of such fine character. If I may be frank, the elf's sense of brotherhood and rampant elitism is exhausting for us introverts. How great it would be if we could just ditch the pride and get along with everyone. Right. Great Mage Eleanor would do herself a great service if she acted how she is on the inside. So teach her a lesson, Wignall. Show her how frightening the quiet ones can be when you push them too far. What? I don't think I'm following here. You think I could teach her a lesson? Making inroads, taming the disgrace, I hope. Yes, of course, great mage. You look awfully comfortable, Wignall. Enjoying your break? It's sad, really. We tried to stop him. I'm trying to see this word. Let me zoom in real quick. We shall clean up whatever is left when she's finished with you. Well, one thing's for sure. These two are neither traitors nor puppets. Yo, they said all that about him teaching her a lesson, and now they're saying that we're going to clean up when she's done with you. The Fury drama of... Hold on. I guess I missed some words. The Tower's fifth stratum fire faction. So it says, arise, flames of my... let me see, man. Flames of my suffering recall, or something like that. The Fury drama of thy scorched earth. Why the flames of thy sorrowful loss I consume mine enemy. Or it says with the flames of. With the flames of thy sorrowful loss I consume mine enemy. Inflame Berdalion. Okay. You still don't get it, do you, son? Do you, Sion? You must look to achieve victory without taking a single step. That is the basic. That is the basic tenet of being a mage. The idea. Bolting to a fro like zero is meaningless, disgraceful. A true mage is unflappable and as unmovable as stone, even in the presence of a swordsman like Will Surfer. Okay. This is as long as they prepare. That is as long as they prepare an impenetrable defense. A black flame lion. Okay. The secret spell of the Incendia Barham passed down by generations of ascendants. It calls for the strongest guardian magic can conjure a guardian that will protect its summoner from every kind of attack. What I want you to do is summon your own black flame lion to protect yourself, and don't worry, it doesn't necessarily have to be as grown as mine. Fail to do so, and my flames will burn you for all eternity. Understand? So seems like he's trying to fight this lion beast or whatever. You are handicapped by yours truly. Surely you can summon at least a baby lion. Damn it, this is ridiculous. That moronic washout. He just had to send me an important message right before Carriot assigns me an observed challenge. How am I supposed to be careful of puppet magic and the scent of belly doors during this time? The idiot didn't even tell me if he and Lahana are safe. And what about Colette and the others? Are you worried about your schoolmate Sion, or about the traitor or the puppet magic? Plenty of reasons to be anxious when you are playing spy. Why not? Why? How do you know about? Do a meditator telepathically relay carry the information Lahana and Will gathered? Impossible, especially not so soon after they shared it. Besides, the order to spy was made in secret. Not even the Magia vendor are supposed to know. So why does he? No, it can't be. Why do I know indeed? Is he the traitor? Well, I guess you'll have to get stronger if you want to find out, Sion. But I don't see how I can be forced to speak by someone who can barely handle this trivial trial. Challenge accepted. So, on to the next Magia vendor, I guess. So it seems like we're just seeing every single Magia vendor and every single character training. I'm not gonna lie, this has been long. Like, this has been a long read, and I have no idea when the chapter's gonna end. Technically, it's like 2 chapters I'm reading. This is the second one. Technically, the first one ended on the stuff with I think Colette, and now we're to like 46.2. But like it's just all together, I guess 46. So it says, "What is the tower?" Oh, it ended here, I guess. So it ends here. Okay. So we see this big ass like dragon place, I guess. We see some of the Lightning faction members right there. And then we see Lahana and Will. And again, we get right here on the side more of the glimpse of this dragon like lightning thingy. And yeah, it ends there. I'm swiping, but it seems like it ends there. Uh, yeah. That was kind of hard to read through, to be honest with you. Like, I had hell trouble reading through that because, you know, what I'm reading on, obviously, and like I had to zoom in on some parts. You know, some parts were like hard to read or whatever, so I had to zoom in on them and stuff like that. I had to look real close and stuff like that. So, hopefully, you guys bear with me and made it through to the end. Made it through my terrible reading to the end of both of these chapters, I guess, or I guess it's just looked at as like one chapter, but on obviously the site, it was 6.1 and 46.2. So, and obviously with the way I read through it, you can see like once it got to the next chapter, you know, how it looked or whatever. But besides that point, I think it was a good chapter compared to the last 2 chapters, which was 45. I think point one and 45.2 or whatever. Those chapters were insane. We getting Will versus the puppet mage or whatever was straight fire. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And getting the end of the 45.2 chapter and having Elfaria, you know, pretty much question the short dude, you know what I'm saying, that's in control, like the Mighty Evander or whatever. Getting her questioning him on if he's trying to destroy the tower or whatever, or the world that they're pretty much living in, was like some hype stuff. and I expected that to carry over to this chapter, but it didn't really. But I'm glad we did get these chapters of Will and pretty much updating the rest of his friends on what's going on with like the puppet mage and about them needing to be like lookouts. And this chapter confirmed that Julius is dead. So I mean that's sad, man. I told you, man. On one of my last comments on one of the other videos of the chapter, this series is not shy to killing off characters, and it may happen unexpectedly. A character may die or whatever, and it may just be like, damn, you got so used to that character, and that character might have been such a dickhead in the beginning, but you like that character, and like next thing you know they gone. So this confirms Julius is dead. For anybody that's still wondering is he alive, he's dead. And that just brings me back to another thing that people are kind of wanting, and that's for Will's old friend that passed away in the series as well during like that big magic attack outbreak. They wanted him to be like some type of Elfaria clone that was like made out of her ice magic, which I can see which I think is impossible, because I feel like one, he'd be consistently cold or whatever, and two, it just wouldn't make sense. Like, one of Will's most important friends is just the Elfaria clone. I feel like that would kind of be not just fucked up, but kind of like stupid. So I wanna kind of hope that this also gets those people to kind of accept that that was not a clone. But then again, we still don't know about that. I'm hoping that the author can also fully confirm that he was not a clone, and that because right here in these chapters that I read, we actually saw some stuff about Colette that we never even saw in the beginning of the story. We saw how she met Will. We saw how she was in the beginning, and that also kind of like showed me that in this story, we didn't even start at a point where Will had already tried and failed. We started at a point in the story where he was, actually succeeding in getting to where he wanted, obviously. But we know that this wasn't his first time trying to get up there to the tower and to where Elfaria is. We know that he tried over and over again, and he was like a flunky or whatever. But seeing how him and Colette met actually kind of made me think like, hey, maybe one day we can actually see more about how him and his other friend met. And that will also show, or maybe this chapter could also show people that, just because you haven't seen how they met or whatever, that, he's a clone or something. Like, I just don't believe he was a clone that Elfaria made. Maybe this chapter kind of made people realize like, damn, we need to see some more flashbacks of more of the people that Will met along the way, because there's bound to be people he met along the way that probably made it to the top that we don't even know of yet. Probably people that made it along the way that didn't make it, that gave up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's kind of what that flashback with Colette did for me. So I did kind of enjoy the chapter. I'd still give it about a 7 altogether, maybe even an 8 out of 10, but no more, no less. Obviously, I wish there was more, because the last chapters again was hype. How the last chapter ended was straight hype, and this was kind of like a follow up, but not really a follow up. And again, it confirmed that Julius is dead. So you don't have to hear no more about how he isn't dead or whatever, unless that chapter comes somehow, and it's like, oh, surprise, he's alive. I don't think so. I think he's definitely dead. So, I mean, you had you had Colette pretty much confirming it right there in the beginning too. So, yeah, this video's already been pretty long, I'm pretty sure. By the time I get it uploaded, it's probably gonna be like 14, 15. I don't even know how many minutes, bro. So I don't want to keep yapping to you guys, but tell me in the comments what you thought of the chapter. If you made it all the way to the end, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get to 300 subs. I know we can do it. And yeah, this has been Thomas Ent, and I'll see you in the next one.